Roadways are a huge investment. In 2013, we had about 515 miles of streets with a replacement value of a little over $2 billion. Preserving pavements that are still in pretty good condition is a lot more cost-effective than the worst first approach. We've determined that every dollar we spend on pavement preservation could save $5, $10, or even more on reconstruction costs at a later date. Pavement preservation is a set of planned treatments that we apply on a roadway network that extend the life of pavements that are still in good condition. Our pavement preservation program includes mill and overlaying with 1.5 inches of new asphalt, an asphalt overlay only without a mill, a chip seal, a fog seal. Sometimes we do a combination of both chip seal and fog seal. And then we do other things like sealing cracks, and we're trying a rejuvenating seal on asphalt. 2013 was the first year we've tried that, and we hope to do some more of that this year. Chip sealing is a major part of our pavement preservation program. It involves spraying an asphalt emulsion on the surface of an asphalt pavement, closely followed behind by the application of a thin layer of aggregate or chips. The seal is then rolled with a rubber tire roller to seat it into the binder. After the chip seal operations, it takes a few days for the asphalt emulsion to fully cure. It isn't until that time that we can come back and sweep the loose chips, so there will be some loose aggregate out on the roads for a few days. After that, it can be another matter of weeks for the road tires to fully seat that aggregate in and for the binder to fully cure. So we do plan to send the street sweeper back a matter of weeks later as well to get all the loose chips up. What we see here is an example of a street that was just chip sealed a few days ago. The asphalt emulsion was placed directly on top of the old asphalt pavement, and the loose chips were put on top of it. Then it was rolled. Here we are just a few days later though. It's pretty tight. Chips are glued together nicely, and there's some loose gravel in the gutters here that will be swept up pretty soon, but in general it looks like it's in pretty good shape. The following factors are used to determine which pavements get selected for treatments and which projects we do. We rely heavily on field observations and a pavement rating system called PACER. We visually evaluate a pavement. We look at the various distresses that are in the pavement, the types of cracking, the patterns of cracking. When I'm out rating a pavement, I look at things like this patch right here, this large crack, and we have some fatigue cracking or alligator cracking here. This tells me there is some issues with the base materials under the pavement. If I were to rate a street like this, it would probably score too low to be a good candidate for a chip seal. In this case, I think something more of a structural fix would be appropriate, like a mill and overlay. We are constrained by our budget, so we have to prioritize some projects. Unfortunately, that means a lot of projects that we'd like to do, we're not able to do on a given year. We have to use a lot of judgment to pick these projects. In 2014, Public Works plans to treat about 40 centerline miles of streets with a budget of about $1.2 million. The list of projects is available on the Public Works website. You can also find out more information about pavement preservation.